Hi, in this video we're going to take a look at adding units and course notes and many other assets to your public and website, and also managing these assets from inside the content management system. So go ahead and get logged into the admin side and open up another tab in your browser to the public website side. First off, I want to point out a problem that I fixed and would advise you of. If you notice my website here now, the course names are short. Robotics 3205, Contact 23104. If I had Robotics Systems 3205 here, it would actually spill down and you'd see an error here. So what I'd advise you to do is any of your course names, if you have them, you might want to go into the course name, not the number, the course name, and make it smaller. I would suggest no more than 10, 12 characters at the most, including spaces. So Earth Systems 320 whatever 23207 might be a bit of a long name. If you want to say ENV Sci or ENV Science instead of Environmental Science, just be cautious of long names. And if you go and visit your website and you see kind of like long course names wrapping around here, it's a bit of a design issue we can't really get around because we're trying to keep in mind that our kids these days are using tablets and phones, and so we have to keep the menu from growing too much in a horizontal fashion. So you might want to check that out. Check out your course names and see that they're not long. You can actually, in the text of the course name, put the proper name and refer to it that way. You know, even on bold it, something so that it looks a little better. So go ahead and do that. And next we should kind of take a look at the courses. I notice that in the courses here right now, I have no units. How that relates is when I go to resources, I can take this file we uploaded earlier and add a tag. A tag can give some kind of descriptive name. It can be associated with a course and a unit. You can't do that until I at least have one unit. So the idea is you can have all of these files. If you have a lot of files here, you can picture dozens of files here that are related to specific things in your course. And not only can you put the files up there and link them up, you can actually associate with them with units of work. The rule is, if you're just going to link them within PowerSchool, you can just upload the files and put them in folders as you see fit. They don't have to be associated or linked to anything except the file like this here. You copy the link address, and then within PowerSchool, you would basically then, within the assignment, you could link up that file like we did before, right here. But if you want to actually develop some units of work, you'll see how all these files can be associated with specific remarks. Now, there's a couple ways to go with that. One is you can develop very detailed units and notes and link up files to these particular units. Or you can just develop a shell for each unit, just basically a name of the unit, a quick note about the unit, its topic, and what you're doing in it, or something like that if you wish. It doesn't have to be very long. It can be anything from a few words to a few pages. But then you can actually say, well, these 7 files, or these 17 files, or these 3 files are resources that you want to associate with that unit. They could be PowerPoint slideshows that are associated with a world geography unit or a biology unit. It could be movies, not movies, but video files or something as elaborate as that. Actually, you could actually make your own videos, teaching videos, and associate them with units of work. And mathematics teachers can envision how that might work with them, especially with remedial math lessons. Instead of doing all the tutorials, saying the same thing over and over, record the videos and put them up to link to certain units and topics in math. So there's a very flexible and large direction you could go with that. So let's first of all go and just at least about one unit of work for a course. So we're going to go to robotics, or I am, and I'm going to add a unit. I'm going to give the unit, first of all, a unit number. You have to use a number here. We won't accept alpha. We only accept numeric. And here I'm going to call the unit Intro to Robotics. And as you can see, I've practiced before. And here I'm just going to take some existing text that I have here. Just for the sake of demonstration, I'm actually going to just copy this blob of text and throw it here right now. And if that was an introduction to my unit, and I can say there are several files link to this unit to support this topic. Also, there's several files here just linked to support this topic. And I'll just save that particular introduction. Then basically, what I can do now is I can go into the file and say this particular file. Before I do, I'm going to add more files. I'm going to go and choose files. I'm going to add, I've got a unit 1 here. Upload this file to PowerPoint. I'm going to add another one. I'm going to choose in this case here, I'll add this particular file as well. And I might also choose a file and add this outline. It's a PDF file just for the sake of showing that it can be done. Now when I go back to files for this unit, I see that there are 2 files I just added to it. I must have put the other one somewhere else. Let me go back and do that. Add the file to this folder. Actually, I should go back and fix this problem correctly because it looks like I did something. Yeah, I didn't mean for this file to be at the top level. So one of the things I'll do right here, right now, is I'll take this file and I'll go and fix it like I said you could do it. So I'll say rst3205 / Now, by renaming the file, I know the folder name is rst3205. I saw it before. By putting the folder name in a / and keep the file name the same, and what I'm doing is I'm actually moving the file. So when I click rename, now when I go back down to manage, I'll see this folder here. The file is moved from where it was right here, and it's now down inside the folder where I want it to be. So I have 3 files there. Now, I can actually, if this was files for unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I would basically add a tag. So in this case here, I'll add a tag. I'll just call it overview of robotics, similar to the name of the file. I'll select course, and I'll select Intro to Robotics Unit, and I click Save. I'll do that again. Let's go back. There's the file. You see the tags for a file, Robotics Overview. It's associated with Unit 1. I can delete that connection. It doesn't delete the file, it deletes the connection. I can go back to Resources, go in here, see the file again, add a tag to this one, and this is difference between Psi and Tech. And I'll associate it with this course again, and I'll also associate it with Unit 1. I only have 1 unit right now. Go back to Resources again. I'll see this particular file here. Now, this file here really is not really about Unit 1's an outline of the course, so I'm not actually going to associate that one. I'll leave that one. I can actually take that, copy the link address, and this here now I can put into, say, general information about my course. So I'm going to class content on the course, and I can say right here, for instance, if I decide to say, here is an outline of the course, and I'll put outline, I'll put PDF here, PDF. Actually, I won't put anything there. I'll just click on the link, and I'll say, paste the link in, and I'll say PDF outline. Of the course of RST3205. Even though you're not actually watching me, you are sort of watching me, and I'm nervous about my typing. It's strange, but true. There you go. So, I've actually linked this one to PowerSchool. It's not linked inside of the website yet. I click Save. That's linked and available in PowerSchool. So this one is a file that's, again, the model. This one is not linked publicly inside of this structure, or I should say inside of this structure, whereas the rest of these aren't. Notice once the file is linked to a unit, you have the ability to manage it. So I can go in here and I can edit it. That's all that's for. Okay, once a file, you can't edit, you're adding a tag, Once you add a tag, it's associated with the unit. Once the file is associated with some unit, you can see which unit's associated. I'm going to break that link. So I'll go here. I did that. I break the linking of that particular file, this one right here, to that unit in that course. Okay? So that's the purpose of that. So let's go see what that looks like. Let's reload the page. See robotics. I'll see there's a unit here. I can click this way, or I can click on robotics this way. I'll scroll down here and see I'm into the course. Intro to robotics is a unit. It's hyperlinked. Go this way and get to the screen. Either way, notice now it still has the same unit introduction text blob as you wish. It also has 1, 2 assets or resources that are hyperlinked here. Long names, you can see they split over, so you know I'm trying to get the description of the unit a little shorter if appropriate. It's okay if it spills over. We're still going to kind of list one. So I'm going to click here. I'm actually going to download a PowerPoint file. If I click here, it's got a PowerPoint file. This could be a web page file. It could be a PDF. It could be a Word document. Or, you know what? It could be a simple text document that might be best. And sometimes, if you just use text or RTF, which you can save in Microsoft Word or Microsoft, can't remember the name of the program. Microsoft Word, or just simply the RTF program within Microsoft. I forget what it's called now. Let's see. It's called Microsoft WordPad. Sorry about that. Use WordPad, create an RTF, or use Microsoft Word and save as RTF, or save as text file. That way, it doesn't matter what program the kids open with, or even better still. In Microsoft Word, save as a PDF. Everybody can have free PDF reader. All kids would have that available to them. So, we're a little bit over. We're going to go 15 minutes in this video, so give me 3 more minutes to summarize this here and show you a couple of other things you can do with it. So basically, you want to get in here and add units to courses. You can edit the unit afterwards, change the name of it, delete it where you want to be. Add more units. So let's go to unit 2. And we'll call this computer programming. I'll say computer programming. Has a description of the unit. And I don't really have to say much about the unit. I can just leave save here, unit created, and I can go to resources. And I want to add a new folder, so I'll go to folder, I'll say programming. I'll create the folder. Then I can go to the programming folder. I'm pointing at the folder, and here's the breadcrumbs. I'm down into the RST3205 folder, into the programming subfolder. Now I'm in the file. I'll choose a file to upload. I'll come down in here. This is a particular program. This is not a good example, but you might know the difference. So I'm just going to take this file here as if it was an appropriate program for my students. And I'll just open and I'll upload this file as a Visual Basic project file. I can see that this file is already uploaded to the site. Now I want to associate that with, I'll say, sample robot program. And then I'll associate it with robotics course. I'll associate it with unit 2. Then I'll click save. Now basically, what people will see, kids will see when they come to this course, is 2 units of work. Unit 1, Unit 2, but we have descriptive names, computer programming. No particular details here, but yet there's resources that are here for this particular unit. So, that gives you some flexibility in adding units. It looks pretty good. It looks consistent all across everyone. And again, there's no programming. It's just straightforward content management system using a mouse and reading the screens. And you should be fine with it. So, next video we'll look at into a few more advanced topics. I'll leave it here for now.